Can you explain a little bit the mental load?
Yes, sure. So the mental load in women's daily life is the fact that you have to deal with so many things at the same time and expected to be perfect and 100% committed to those things. So it's more than just work pressure, home pressure, I don't know, kids pressure, you know. It's this invisible weight, emotional weight that we carry as women, and that we have to deal with, in addition to hormonal fluctuations, to what it's called expectations from society, to expectations from your partner, from your family as well. This pressure can be a lot, and we are used to sacrifice ourselves, sacrifice our peace. So we are like born tired, if I can say so, and it's difficult for us to just let it go, to take care of ourselves. And by take care of ourselves, I mean deep care, soul care, and not self-care. Because self-care is superficial. It's nice, you have to do it, but it doesn't heal you. It doesn't provide peace to your soul. So, yeah. And today, I don't see any method, any concrete way to do it. And I don't see it as something important that is highlighted in our day-to-days, highlighted by, I don't know, our employers if we are working on a corporate job. Of course, they are offering yoga sessions, things like this, but again, it's not deep healing. And there is no concrete solution, and we don't speak that much about this problem, if I can say so, because we take for granted the fact that you have to deal with. I mean, it's normal. It's because you're a woman, some would say. And I hate when people say, "Oh, you're emotional because you're a woman." Or because, it's your hormonal fluctuations. I understand. It's because of this. No, it's not. It's just we carry too much, and people tend to minimize this, and it's so frustrating as a woman. And for some, they're like, oh yes, maybe this is the reason. They don't even realize that it's not true. It's false, and emotions are strengths, not weaknesses. Of course, you have to master it. You have to learn how to control them, but it's something positive. It's not negative. And in today's society, we tend to make them negative. I mean, she's crazy. She's crazy, Yeah, no.
And how do you explain that women carry more weight than men, and that men does not realize?
There is this difference between men and women in terms of this invisible weight, because men, emotionally, we are different, men and women. We don't react the same way. We are not emotionally involved in the same way, and it's okay. This is how we are built, and this is how we are given the possibility, the opportunity to become mothers. This is something men cannot do, because emotionally they don't have it, They don't have this connection, this kindness that we have as women. And they don't understand it simply because they don't see it. And plus, there are those beliefs, okay, if she's too emotional, it means that she's crazy. And stop. They stop there. For those who don't think out of the box and or don't think a lot, I would say. But yeah.
And how does mental load show up at work, at home, in relationship? How can we understand that it's too much? Does it has like signs in everyday life or?
Oh, yes, there are signs, alerts that are sent to you by your body when it's too much and when you have to step back and to just rest, because sometimes rest is the best care that you for yourself. So yes, there are signs, but the thing is that you might not be able to identify those signals, and sometimes it's already too late. Too late to to take care of yourself. I mean, it's never too late, but you're already drawing. You're already going through emotional fatigue. So those signs could be tiredness, even after a good night of sleep. It could be loneliness, emptiness, joy has gone, and small daily tasks that are so complicated to do.
What are the hidden emotional cost of caring too much?
The hidden emotional costs of caring too much can affect your body. For example, as per my own experience, I was carrying so much stress to a point that my body just broke. And I went to the hospital because I was too stressed, even if I didn't realize it. I was feeling okay because I didn't pay attention to the signals that were sent by my body. So yeah, consequences could be dramatic. And for some, they just commit suicide because they didn't listen to their body, to the mind, to the signals sent multiple times, and they don't have support, because support is key. So when you feel so alone, so not understood, sometimes you can just commit suicide because it's too hard to carry.
But why do you ignore the signal?
You ignore the signals because it's easier for your brain to stay in this state of mind, even if it doesn't make any sense. But it's easier because it's something that your brain knows. He's just surviving, so he knows how to survive. So staying in this situation is okay for your brain. Changing is not okay for your brain. He doesn't know how to do. So you have to trick your brain to start healing and to be able to listen to those signals.
And why do many women feel guilty when they try to slow down?
Women feel guilty when they try to slow down or delegate because it's not normal. It's not something they are used to. They are not comfortable with it, and it could be seen as a sign of weakness, as they're not strong enough to deal with it. And as for me, it's quite the opposite. It's because you are strong. You have this ability to understand when to stop and when to delegate, because again, the priority is you and your inner peace that you are going to delegate. Because this is so precious that nothing can impact it. But it needs experience, it needs wisdom and the ability to step back to understand it.
Maybe is it linked to self-worth or not?
Let's talk about self-worth regarding the fact that women carry too much and they struggle to just relax and delegate. I think there are two different cases. There are those women that are dedicated to their career, such as partners in big companies, in well-known companies. They totally forgot about themselves, their peace, their mind, their soul is just burning. But as they are passionate about their work and career comes first, they cannot relax, because it's kind of an addiction or a drug. So it's just impossible, and they cannot even take care of their children or their husbands. And most of the time, children ended up doing how can I say this, like studies in psychology or things like this, because they don't have the same ambitions as their mother, because it's not a role model for them, because they were so neglected. And for some women, they have like a low self-esteem, self-worth, and depending on the situation, the challenge they are going through, then they just cannot love themselves, have confidence on themselves, especially when you are going through a challenge where someone left you, I don't know, maybe a partner, and there was like dependency or something like this. So you can see yourself through the person. You define your worth based on what the person thinks about you. Oh wow, that's very, very bad for you, because rebuilding yourself after this is so terrible, that there is no self-esteem, there is no confidence. It's very hard, but it's a good lesson, because then you are able to set limits, you are able to know your worth, and then to protect it, to put yourself first, and to choose yourself. And it's because you choose yourself that a man, for example, is going to choose you. Implementing boundaries is definitely a way to reduce mental load, and also it's a way to help you heal from mental exhaustion, because when you set clear limits, boundaries, you are protecting your soul, you are protecting your inner peace. So if the limits is overstepped, then you act accordingly, and you don't let anyone to break those limits.
And you said self-care is not enough, you need soul care.
Self-care doesn't heal you, doesn't heal this invisible weight that is our soul and that we carry as women, in terms of emotions, in terms of hormonal fluctuations and society's expectations. So self-care is superficial. It doesn't heal you. It doesn't heal this emptiness that you feel. It doesn't heal your heart, the loneliness, and the detachment that you are feeling, the disconnection. So you need true deep healing, and it can only happen through soul care.
Now, why do you want so bad to help women heal? Why? Because you always said, oh, I want women to heal, but why?
Well, I want to help women to heal that bad because I went there as a woman. I experienced a series of challenges, and to a point that I was, begging Allah to save me, to make it easier for me. So I know how it is, how it feels, and I know that as women we struggle to find help, to find how do you say a proper method to heal, and that is adapted to who we are, and that's why I want to help women. Plus, I cannot speak for men because I'm not a man, obviously, and we are a bit differently. So I don't feel legit to speak about that.
And do you think women suffer in our society?
Oh yes, of course. Women suffer in our societies, in our world. Depending on the countries, the suffering is higher or lower. But yes, definitely, at our own level, we suffer. And you know, life is a challenge. So we are suffering on a not on a daily basis, but it's part of our life. So whether we choose to embrace it or we drown. And women, we are strong. We are able to give birth. So we are so strong. I mean, we are like Amazon. So if we can give birth, this is my thinking. If we can give birth, then we can manage any challenge. So knowing that we are going to go through different challenges in our lives, then it's just a matter of how do we react, how do we do, and what wisdom behind it we take, we try to take, and how we turn those challenges into something greater.